major shake-up has been recommended for Queensland's e-mobility rules after a Parliament inquiry. The report calls for a minimum riding age of 16 and at least a learner's license for anyone using e-bikes or e-scooters. These recommendations follow a surge in injuries, fatalities, and public concern across the state. The committee has issued 28 recommendations addressing safety concerns, lithium battery fire risks, device retail practices, enforcement, and the need for greater community awareness and education.
The RACQ is really pleased with this inquiry report on the big issues of the scourge of illegal e-motorbikes and e-scooters on our roads and the footpaths. The inquiry report recommendations are spot on, and we're really strongly in support of fixing this scourge that we see out there.
What you've turned this into is a non-compliant motorbike. So it's just pretty much the same as that motorbike, but fully electric, okay?
A study from Queensland Children's Hospital revealed concerning numbers about children injured in e-scooters accidents. 1 in 4 seriously injured children need intensive care, and more than 65% require surgery. Head and neck injuries are the most common, with skull fractures in 40% of cases. Nearly 2/3 of injured children were not wearing helmets. 2 children died from severe brain injuries. Doctors warn the growing popularity of e-scooters is leading to more serious injuries among children.
So children aren't used to the sort of speed they can get with e-devices, and they're not wearing helmets. And the faster they go, a bicycle helmet isn't good enough. They need a motorbike helmet to really protect their heads in a collision. They don't have the cognitive abilities to particularly understand if cars are going too fast, too slow, and they don't know how to react quickly. They don't know what the rules are, so that they're not always aware that they're breaking them.
The e-mobility device mechanic Giovanni Arenado says it's common for clients to request illegal modifications to their e-scooters.
We got lots of customers going to our shop and they ask us to unlock the speed limit, but of course we know that we are not allowed to do that. So they got frustrated and they say, I'll search on YouTube, ChatGPT. I've seen lots of things happening, lots of accidents. I've seen scooters about that size turning to that size because they got smashed.
Brisbane's resident Elisa Brandão says she's looking forward to the recommendations being put in place, as she fears for her 7-year-old son every time he plays outside.
I totally support this recommendation because I think safety is the priority, and I will feel safer playing with my son outside without being worried to be hit by a reckless rider.
In a speech in Parliament, Queensland Minister for Transport and Main Roads, Brent Meikleberg, slammed the previous Labor government and said that recommendations might mean making tough decisions.
The former Labor government introduced a botched subsidy scheme for e-mobility devices. They used $2 million of taxpayers' money on an e-mobility rebate scheme that unleashed hundreds of illegal, dangerous, high-powered e-bikes and e-scooters on Queensland roads and footpaths. They put lives at risk.
The Queensland government now has the Inquiry 28's recommendations on its desk and will decide which ones to adopt, amend or reject. Juliano Oliveira for MAN TV News.